Okay, people, we're back. Want some cleaning up real quick. So first things first, we're going to confirm the company is ILEG Technology Screens. The reason why we go the route of panels and cardboard because of the office area that I'm in. I don't want to drill any holes in the walls. I don't want to build anything here because again, I'm in an office and I'm going to fire enough power tools in an office. It's crazy. I run a rotary system in here one time. That was just to cut the case on my system. And I did it on a Sunday. But it's a rotary system, something basic and simple, you know. But I'm not running any power tools in here. I pick get the surface pre-cut and done at Home Depot. Remember, I got to get it out of here. So when it's time for me to basically leave for my new place, yeah, 235 at 106 inches is going to have a really rough time getting down the staircase. It really is. And again, the truck I got to get to put it in, it's going to be a big headache. So again, panel system comes out quite nice because I can take them, stack them up, and I'm done. That's it. Finished and done. So you're probably looking at that, well, that looks like an interesting frame. Yeah, it's designed so I can have a halo system installed, which we need. Because there's a whole display I want to put back there. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to put there. I was thinking about doing maybe like a Japanese kind of style. I don't know, maybe back there would be pretty cool. Put a whole scenery back there. Because the screen is designed to be transparent. You'll be able to see it from time to time. So just like we did with the Coca-Cola bottle. That's what we're doing. So I got the idea, when I had the Coca-Cola bottle behind that screen over there, putting the Coca-Cola bottle behind it, I was like, man, we can put like really cool images behind the back of these screens and fire off a projector. These things will look pretty cool. So it doesn't take away too much from the picture quality at all. Looks out quite nice. We did it for the PCs for the Flex system. So I actually am doing a cardboard flex. Doing a Flex system surface for these area right here. And I've already ordered the pieces, so they're going to be in probably on the 31st, so we'll have them. Now, to educate the trolls real quick, because they need to be educated from time to time, because again, bring them up because they're not very smart. You have to help them out. There are many journeys of what the freak, why do you do this? First things first, I have an account with the United States Postal Service. I've been doing shipping with them for quite some long, even when I had my eBay account. And it's not against the law to basically use the boxes for this. And again, it's not stealing if the boxes are free. That's what they are. Now, for people who have committed crimes with the United States Postal Service, let me fill you in and help you out on where you're at. To basically use the United States Postal Service into shipping or mailing anything to the Postal Service through delivery service or whatever it may be by committing an act is a violation of their policy. Other than sending pornography of yourself half naked or basically using other people's addresses to commit crimes involving identity theft and so forth, that you will be charged for. So you'll figure it out. They'll contact you with all your information, email accounts and all that stuff. So they will be reaching out to you anyway. But anyway, that's what can get you in trouble. You put anything in those boxes and you send it across God knows where, and it's not your address at the end of the day, you're using someone else's address, especially if you didn't live there, and you're using an address to commit a crime, that'll get you locked up. If you're shipping out cocaine, guns, drugs, whatever, in those boxes, you're going to jail. If you're shipping out chemicals, paints, that are not properly tested, as in they don't have a safety material data sheet basically explaining what is in the formula, if it's water-based, if it's flammable, if it's combustible, how does it basically react to heat, how does it react to cold, what kind of containers are all that. You need all that on that, and literally on the box. That thing is on the box, you read out of there. You can go to jail and get you in a lot of trouble. So that will get you in trouble right there from the door. But what we're doing won't get me in trouble at all, period. Because again, their boxes are free, so it's impossible to steal something that's free. I love how you guys put down stealing. Yeah, that's kind of hard to do when it's free. That's like somebody putting out free stuff, and you take it, and someone charges you for stealing it when it was free. But we have to educate them because they're not very smart. They're not very intelligent individuals. How did that work out for you when you contact them about this? Didn't work out at all, right? There you go. Idiots. I've had business account. My business account I've had with them for over maybe about 7 years. So yeah, you're shipping anything to the mail, use the United States Postal Service to commit any crimes in any way whatsoever. This can get you in a ton of trouble. Now let's get back to my screen. What I'm building here, because they're going to be plenty jealous over it. Wait till you hear them on their channel crying about it. I can't wait to hear the chatter. Anyway, this is going to be a transparent screen using a new technology, which we're going to be designing under the AdTech formula, along with the 2 other screen paints we'll be working on, and an invisible gunmetal all at the same time, because that's what we do. We can make mass versions of products and all in one hit. This is going to be a transparent screen. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to have behind the back of this thing. Like I don't know what I'm going to build behind the back of it. I might put a nice little Japanese city back there. I don't know. I don't want to do a city. I'd rather do like the oh man, I got to think of the name of those, but they call the little houses that they have. They have the rice paper windows and all that. I love the scenery there. I think I might build that behind the back of this. Because when my screen cuts off, I want something cool to look at. Since we have lighting there, we can see all that stuff. The screen's going to be put on with the Velcro system or a magnetic system. I haven't decided yet. It'll allow me to remove them all at will. That's why it's boxed that way. We'll put stuff in there. Alright, let me see if I got these cut right. Get my aerial cleaned up, and next I'm going to start installing my cloud system for the other box, which is involving my arcade setup. I got my fans, I got my lights, I got my cloud system installing in. Got little action figures I'm going to put in the background. It's going to be freaking cool. I have a built-in retro system. That's why I said at the end of the day that I'm tired of the traditional screen of something flat hitting its wall. I've done that to death. I'm doing two-dimension, 3-dimension screens. That's literally what I'm building. With the invisible technology we have, we can build a different type of screen. A screen that has a whole entire live scenery behind it. Way more advanced than the invisible screens. Invisible screens, when they pop up, no contrast, nothing. We can literally put an entire city behind the back of a screen, push an image right through the front of it, and you'll be able to see crystal clear images. Plus, when you turn it off, you see the beautiful city in the background. Isn't that cool? This is the first prototype of that technology. Yep. It's like having a snow globe with a movie theater screen attached to it. Which is interesting too, which I just thought about that in the day. That since we have a little city back there, I can basically make it snow in there if I want because of the whole thing. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have a ball with this thing. A new toy for Ken. Oh, let me see. Where is now I've been doing some testing on cardboard at these several surfaces soaking in water. They've been there since the garage, soaking in that water. It's a solution that we developed that allows us cardboard to become weatherproof. But I want to invest in cardboard projection screens. This is one of the things I want to start building with our cardboard projection screens. So we'll be hiring some very interesting people who work with sculpting or whatever you do at the end of the day. We're going to be interested because we want you to put some pretty cool designs. People who paint, oil paintings and all that stuff. Oh man, yeah, I definitely can use you. And yes, you get full credit. Your signature goes right in the side, in gold or silver, however way you want it. So they'll know that that artwork came from you. I believe you can give it full credit for full credit is due. All right, let me put my thing in the middle. It's a little interesting build to put together. Or directing how to put it. Much easier, much faster than all the rest of them. Ah. careful about things you say. These people were talking about sending me to jail because the United States Postal Service. I made 6 phone calls today for a post office inspector for an investigation to begin on 3 individuals. You got to be careful about things you say out of your mouth. Now, the very same thing you said to me is about to happen to you. Because, you did some things with the mail you weren't supposed to do. Got to be careful about that. I warn people about that. Be very careful what you say out of your mouth. Got to be careful about those things. Everything you say is recorded and documented, not by us, by God. It's all documented. Everything you do and say is by God. Everything you think, your very thought process, all by God. There's nothing you can get away with, not a thing. But you try, because the devil tells you you can. Hey, got something to listen today, guys. Got something. Very, very bad. Got something. I'm trying to stay as far away from him as I had a very productive day. Got all my orders out. Customers all taken care of. I got to send one more tracking number over to that customer. Whew. Got up in the morning, got a nice walk in. Wait a minute, what I got for my time? I had to go to a lot of places today. Let's see what we got here. What are we in here now? You called. I'm sorry. You got blocked automatically. I told you, it's a screening system. So, yeah, guy called, buddy boy called over and over again. Boy, you don't got a job or anything? You don't work? What do you... Oh, I forgot he doesn't do anything. Gee whiz, I can imagine spending time doing that. Well, I was doing this right here. In my daytime, I get up, get my workout in, go take care of my errands, go and talk to people about getting contracts with a company, and you sit on the phone calling me. Good job. All right, let me see. That's my numbers for the day. So what did they do? Nothing at all here. Of course they didn't do anything. They never do anything at all. This is the reason why I want to outlive you. Because again, you don't take care of yourselves. Now, we're talking about people at the end of the day that contact their company. They don't work at all, period. They really don't. They have to, I don't know what they do for a living, but apparently they don't work. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We got to sue you anyway. We got lawsuits coming against you. So we got to find out what you do for a living because you got to figure a way how to pay that money up. You can't pay that money up. They're going to start taking your stuff. That's what happens. You don't have the money. They start taking your valuables from you. So hope you got a couple million laying around because you're going to need it. Which we know they don't have. Ugh. That's what happens. If you got the money, you can avoid that mess. That collection nonsense. You can get around that. You say, okay, I got the money you're on. Okay, fine. Transfer it over. We're good to go. Lawyers will make the arrangements and everything. Transfer money. All your stuff stays intact. But if you don't have it, then they're going to have to take everything to tally up to what you owe us. I told you I did this before. And a fellow struck me. I was about to hit him back. But oh, no. You work for the city. City drives it in the day? Take it. That's what I did. I took it. I filed a criminal case against him, like I did with you guys. Went to court, won the case because he lost it because he was out in the open. A lot of people saw him push me a little bit. Got a lawyer, took him to court and sued him. Got 50 grand out of him. And his car wasn't enough to cover. His car covered 40,000 of it. He had a nice car too. Right, bought the flatbed out, came there with the sheriff's department, showed him the statement in the notes, and they took his vehicle from him. He owned it, by the way. He didn't own it from a car that he actually owned the vehicle. And then whatever he had left in the house that they could take, they took his stereo, jewelry, clothing, and all that stuff, froze his banking account, cleaned them out, left penniless. What happens? I actually literally Basically, and guess what the stuff goes? It gets auctioned off. So when you go to the auction and you go buy stuff, you know, chances are some of that stuff is from somebody who lost a lawsuit. And the collectors get part of their money, we get our money. That's how it works. Yep. So I was about to hit him back. He was like, no. Then next you know, you got an assault charge on you for striking him. It's just going to be one big headache. Sue him. That's what I did. I sued him. Boy, he cried. He loved that car. He really loved that car. Oh, well. You take SEPTA. Yeah, just imagine all the stuff he put into that vehicle, the investment, the money, the time, and just like that car. Somebody else is driving around with it. I know you're not allowed to go out to auction and buy yourself back. You're permit for doing it, but you lost it. Yep. It's made a beautiful screen. 235-foot line, transparent. Still want to figure out exactly what I'm going to put on that inside. I was thinking about that. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I'd rather do that someplace else. Like at home, out here. It's just a lot of freaking work. That's a lot of detail. You just got to, you really have to put detail work in it. I need something else. Could have put it in a rainforest. That's easy to do. Very easy to do. And then knowing me the way mine is wired at the end of the day, everything's going to glow in the dark. So I'll probably put in a neon forest in there somewhere. All right. There, you know that. Let me see how many glow sticks we got. Oh, yeah, the moon got me thinking every time. Can't have more than two. We got 4 over there. 4 over there. Top of that. It shall be the first of its kind. Yes, it shall be. I used to love it when we used to go in there and we used to paint a motorized projection screen. And some natives say, like, well, we can do it too. Of course you can do it. We do it on gray paint. You just can't pick up the same image we can pick up. That's the part they don't click. It doesn't click in the head. You can paint over everything we paint over. The problem is your image quality doesn't come up like ours. We can sit here at 24,000 and read a star field. You can't do that. I can sit at 24,000 and read snow field. You can pick that up, but you can't pick up that freaking contrast, which is the most important part of the whole entire thing. That's why they put it on the projector. That's why it costs the customers more money, because they have to buy a projector to replace the contrast your screen's not reading. And if that doesn't work, then guess what? They're plunged into darkness. Because, like I said, if I turn on a cell phone flashlight, your screen disappears. That's going to cost money to fix that mess. At least the gunmetal screens at the end of the day can register some kind of really dark gray at the end of the day, even with the lights on, because they will have real ambient light projection technology. Other than the screens that are gray, that claim to have ambient light projection, but technically don't have it. I said XY screen, I think one of those companies that have it. And if you notice that the Valva and WeMax, let's show you the slideshow on that stuff. The Valva and WeMax, Valva has its own projection screen, which is again, ironically, white and light gray. Why? Because there's projectors don't work on darker screens, which is that what you need for 4K. I have no idea how this guy was on YouTube demonstrating a 4K P2 projector on a screen that was gray. You go to any form site and they'll tell you, no, you don't produce those things on gray screens. It's the darker screens you produce them on. That's what you use 1080p and 4K for, darker screens. It's just simple and basic. I don't know how in the world anybody didn't see that one. How? How did y'all not read that? People that support him at the end of the day, how did you not see that? That you don't use 4K projectors on a gray screen. Let me explain to you why, because they didn't tell you why, did they? I'll explain to you why. You know why they work them on the certified screens, the darker screens? Because the darker the screen, the better chance of that inky contrast and the better chance of producing a much darker level. That's why. It has to work so much harder when it's on a lighter screen. So the screens that are certified that are much darker, they can operate in well-lit environments like in here. And they can pick up a very good dark shade of gray due to the fact that the screens are already dark already. go. That's why the darker gunmetal screens work better for 4K and 1080p projectors, especially with projectors of high input contrast levels, because again, they'll pick up darker shades on a darker screen than a lighter screen. A lighter screen doesn't make a difference. If you try to pull a Starfield demonstration, it's going to have a harder time reading. And the light in the environment doesn't have the ability to be able to absorb light because it has a basic 2.0 gain on it. Yeah, there you go. That's a mixture for a nightmare at the end of the day. So all you people who bought that paint and you use 4K projectors on it, you had went backwards. You literally just went completely backwards. It's the other way around. So that means that a black screen would be the ultimate screen because it does not require high contrast, therefore because it's contrast itself. Ta-da! There you go. You've been educated, naysayer. Lot it all. Yeah, they didn't explain it to you. They don't know what they're talking about. That's why. You're not supposed to have the P2 on a screen like that. If a P2, you see one of them in display, tell me when. Have you ever seen one of these big companies at the end of the day, Elite Screen, any one of them, advertising that thing on any other screen other than their high-end gunmetals? If you notice, anytime they put that projector on something, it'll be on a high-end gunmetal, especially if they're talking about contrast capabilities. You'd be stupid to put that thing on a cinema gray screen, a lighter screen, than put it on a Dark Star 9 that has a tremendously high contrast level, which that's the screen you would go for. Oh my goodness. And you guys believed in that nonsense that he was spitting out in the day? Everybody on a forum site would have laughed at that. Nobody, you're wrong. Darker screens are designed for 4K and 1080p projectors. And I sit back and I watch this customer come out. Yeah, I've got this 4K projector right here, and I got it. Boy, you're about as backwards can be. I'm ready to ask you a question. When you're hooking up a horse and buggy, do you put the buggy and then put the horses behind the buggy? Because that's literally what you just did. You're backwards. This is what happens when you listen to people don't know what they're talking about. Fool follows fools. I hate to call you that, but he pretty much made you look like a fool. I don't know what's worse, the fact that he had that stuff on a light gray, and then on top of that, they make it even worse. For darker technology, he doesn't even know what ambient light rejection technology, because we literally have it written on a container telling us that one of the paints he sent to us wasn't even ambient light rejection. So how is that possible? So let me get this straight. The video we launched about the Frankenstein video, the original one, the lighter mix he made was ambient light rejection, but the darker one isn't. Okay, I'm going to leave that one alone. Let that simmer a little bit and let you get that into your body, and then you can figure out exactly where you went wrong with that dumb nonsense. Yeah, my goodness. What, talking about ripping somebody off? I don't know what you're talking about. Man. Ha-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Anybody on that one at the end of the day say that's a lie? We literally got the video posted of them actually saying at around 1:49 in the video, saying that the product is ambient light projection, and the screen he's painting down is not dark, it's actually a light gray mix. So how the freak is that ambient light projection? But the darker mix, which is supposed to be ambient light projection because darker screens absorb more light, is not. And you bought a screen for this guy. They'll get mad at me over that. Like, it's your fault. How's it my fault? It's my fault. So basically, I use mind control tricks to make you buy his product, paint it on your wall, and then brag about how amazing it is. It's my fault, right? All right, my fault. Whatever. That sounds pretty stupid. It is. Yeah, everybody knows that. You can't basically use 4K projectors on freaking light gray screens. Any form's got to tell you that. If you don't believe me, please take a look and go check it out for yourself. At the end of the day, that's what you do. Alright, the screen's going to look absolutely amazing. It's going to look absolutely amazing. If you see the vision I see in my head right now, it's going to be absolutely amazing. I do plan for the naysayers to cry. Naysayers, we got 3 screen paints coming out. Well, we got 2 screen paints coming out. I could make it 3 if I want. But we'll make it 2. We got to pace yourself. We don't want you to basically dry out your ear ducts, your tear ducts. So we got 2 of them. I got that gold coming out, and I got that haze coming out. I'm expecting some crying over that. A lot of crying over. I want a lot of crying. And we got that gunmetal, invisible gunmetal coming out. Ooh, that's gonna be beautiful. I'm expecting some big tears on that one. Come on, get on that channel. I want you to cry about it. Now the crying is calling me a scammer, fake, blah blah blah, the usual stuff. I'm expecting to see some crying. Really get in there. Dig deep. Get deep in there. Get deep in there with them feelings. I want you to cry really hard about this one. And then we got this one we're about to design. Oh my goodness. Wait. Sorry. I can feel their feelings. It's like you remember when they took the Death Star and they blew up Earth, and the guy was like, I just feel the cries of a trillion people. I feel that. I feel your pain right now. I really do. I can feel it. Gentlemen, anytime you hear me, and anyone on YouTube, anytime you hear me talking like this, it means I'm about to kick the crap out of them. Them paints coming out, I'm gonna beat the daylights out. I'm gonna have them crying on their channels. Anytime you hear me talking about that, you know what I'm gonna set you up for the serve. Now, when I set you up for the serve, don't be under the neck, because a good chance I'm going to spike the daylights out of this ball and it's going to come out your face at 100 miles an hour. And then you're going to be pulling off one of those Sleepy Hollow tricks where your head's going to be missing. And you're going to be running around with the pumpkin underneath your arm, ride around the horse, terrifying small towns. Because that's literally what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to take your head clean off your shoulder like, wow. That paint's going to be that gorgeous. So I'm expecting good crying, all right? Don't disappoint me, please. Please, okay? Cry, okay? I'm seeing the channel, the whole tears. Like, I can't do it. I can't. He's always coming up with something new. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, man. Have fun, people. You gotta have fun. In business, you don't have fun at the end of the day. It's stressful. It'll kill you at the end of the day. Real. Gotta learn to have fun. You do. That's why I don't take my naysayers any seriously. I take my naysayers about as serious as I take a 5-year-old calling me curse words, which you shouldn't do at the beginning. I don't take you seriously. You consider you be a joke at the end of the day. We don't take your messages and all that stuff. You do? No, I'm collecting that stuff. I'm taking to court for that and sue you for it. So, yeah. I don't take you seriously at all. If I was going to take you seriously, I'd take someone seriously that was developing a good product. Someone all the testing this stuff was legit by the book, 100%, we're cutting the corners. I can see that where you cut corners at the end of the day. Somebody like that I can take seriously, but you guys I can't take seriously. I don't even take the certified seriously. So we got a new flex technology coming on here. New flex, different from that one over there. Something completely different, a whole different type of formula. Of course, we'll have our Halo system installed, and of course, we need the Halo system there. My mind got me thinking every time. What? What's happening? Have you got me on your mind? You're thinking every time. What? It's interesting. Before the naysayers, I had other people. There were other people. Yeah, it's a challenge every day. I just beat the crap out of them with great paint. Every day, I'd be on the forum site just crushing other people at the end of the day. Just crushing them. You know, we saw that. Companies saw that. They saw that I got contracted. I had so many contracts, it wasn't even funny. But they saw my confidence level. Same thing here. You see my confidence level. Very beautiful screen. We may build these. Not out of this, we may build them out of a different structure at the end of the day. I got a guy who works with wood and all that stuff like that. Oh man, a mahogany case like this, especially with some brass trim on it. A little bit of stained glass in there. Luxury. That transparent system on it. Oh man. That'd be more than the projection screen today. That's what I'm going for. See, let me explain something to the gentleman real quick. Gentlemen, see, it's stuck on the wall. You get the old tradition. It's stuck on the wall. Same game traditions, dark environments, calibrate, blah, blah, blah. Also, on the other hand, we're building a different type of screen. When we build something, basically, it's far more advanced than everybody else. You know what I mean? I want something different. I want to come off that wall. I want three-dimensional technology. That's what I want. I want screens to do more than just basically flat to a wall. I want something that is considered to be a piece of art. That's what I want. You're not a visionary. You can't see outside the box at all, period. You're stuck in old traditions. You're a dinosaur, caveman, whatever you want to call it. Pull out a Bic lighter and you run from it because you're afraid of fire. So anyway, at the end of the day, like I said, you're not a visionary. You don't see what I see. I built curved screens. I built a screen called an out-curved screen. It's the opposite way out. I got screens that are completely invisible. You walk in front of them, you look right into the furniture and inside. You don't do stuff like that. You know that screen I made like a two projection screen. Got into projector mapping and technology because I was curious exactly how we can map things. Literally made a coating, sprayed the whole inside of everything in the fish tank, everything from the rocks. There was no fish in it, by the way. Everything, and used the projector map through water. Visionaries, we do. And you guys are so stuck in the dark with some prehistoric paint. And we're outside playing in the light. The very same light that shines through your window that disrupts your screen to play out there. What do we have to do when the sun gets a little bit, away gets a little weather? I have to do a splatter screen outside. I definitely want to do a splatter screen. I'm taking the gray paint outside again. I'm going to do some demonstrations with the gray paint outside, show you where it does. We showed already inside it doesn't work. We showed you outside next to AdTech as he claimed he had AdTech technology. Yeah, right, whatever. Yeah, no, that stuff didn't work. And now we're going to take it outside. We're going to put it against the black technology. I got to get the 15% completed, so don't want to play around with that. It's right there on the table. I'm putting the 15%. I think it changes the color of the screen. I think we're bringing the 15% up to 50%. Bring it to 50%. Okay, let's see. Ugh. I think the customers deserve better, don't you think so? And they say on your ugly paints, your muddy, dirty paints, they deserve better. Much better. Much better. Jamie, your letter should be there soon. Oh, I'm sorry. We got a certified letter we sent it to you. So we're going to post that tracking number. Mind you, that letter is very, very important. It basically states that you will back up your claim, that everything you said about my company, that you're going to back it up 100% in a court of law. Sign the document. When you sign the document, you see in court. If you don't sign it, I'll bring a process server to your door. And I'll drag you out of that apartment, bring you over here across Pennsylvania, and you'll go in front of a judge. Made all the statements, right? And they said we were scammers, we rip off. You said all this stuff about us, right? Our products are fake, we're not real, all that, right? All right then, when that letter gets here, sign it. Don't sign it. You thought that first process server that knocked on your door was a nightmare? Wait till you see the one I'm going to hire. He's persistent. He's very, very persistent. He'll be there every freaking day to knock on that door. And he'll serve whoever walks out of there. Your wife or you, doesn't make a difference. I'll make sure that either one of you can be served. Said, we'll see you in court. You're gonna back up everything you said. Now, I just pre-recorded, someone recorded everything off his channel, previous stuff he had on there, talking about the new technology we have today, everything. So can you back it up, Jane? Can you back up everything you said on your YouTube channel? Or basically, you know, you're lying at the end of the day. Either way, it's gonna cost you. Mind you, Fernando, we get you down here in Pennsylvania, we have charges against you over here. We can have you locked up on the spot. So let's see how this works out for you. Until then, remember, you got the other people too. This is a matter of time before they pop up also. If this still happens, you don't get you something down in situations like this. So I do two and three things at the same time. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to put on the next screen. It'll come to me later, whatever. I'll figure it out. One way or another. One way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way. Yep. So I think it's song. I love that song. Anyway, let's get back to what we're doing over here, ladies and gents. I swear I cannot wait. I'm going to travel to Japan, and I'm going to England. I'm definitely going to England. England is definitely on my list. See how beautiful it's going to be to go to England? I get to hear that language all day long. I can literally talk about anything. I find it fascinating. I love the language. That's why I talk like this sometimes. I love doing that. Oh man, if I stayed along there, I hope I can bring it up. I hope I can learn how they speak. I love the English language. I love it. British, how they talk, I love it. Definitely like tea time. I had a British landlord. They had tea time. I love tea time. I love their suits, man. They have beautiful suits. I like the old-fashioned retro. I like the wide, double-breasted suits with the pocket watches, the nice little wide ties with the derbies. That's my kind of style. I like retro. But I like retro, but I like the British wear. I love their freaking wear. I love their suits. I'm going to get a couple of customized suits made. Go to a couple of tea parlors. Oh man, I freaking love tea. Tea. I drink more tea than I drink coffee. Pinky's always got to be out. Opera man is for Pinky drinking tea. I want to go to some really good tea houses. I'll say from plays, some musical, taking the food, the arts. I'll have all in there. I don't want to go to a bar. I'm definitely going to. I don't drink. I still want to go one. I like the energy. So yeah, I do love England. I do plan to go. Yeah, for a while. Take some of my friends with us because they've always wanted to go. Go in there and chill. I'm going to go to the mom and pops too. I like those places. Those are the ones that got the best food. The best food is mom and pops. It's not the fancy restaurants. No. It's the mom and pops. That's where the real good food is at. That's when it's made from the heart. It's not made from commercial. That's real food. Man. Alright. Let me see. What we're going to be putting on the table today. We're going to play around with. This is finished. My arcade box. The ultimate arcade box. We're putting together. It's going to be absolutely insane. We got the RGB fan system coming out pretty soon. We're loading it up really soon. I forgot we can't put the fans in. We put the freaking, we can't put the fans, we can't put the cloud system in about the fan system. Oh. Alright, can we put in the, you guys can't even see this. Like a little brother trying to look inside the car. I can't see. Gotta give him a little stool so you can see inside. Alright. Got a little playland going on in here. So we got fan systems coming in here and here, here and here. We can't put those in. And we can't put the cloud system in. Fans gotta go in first. And we still gotta black all this out. All this has gotta be blacked out. So we gotta go back in, soak all this down again. All this has gotta be blacked out. Go nicely. Alright. So fans gotta come first. Fans won't be here till tomorrow. So we're gonna put the cloud system in. Well, we gotta put the cloud system around the fans anyway. I can't put them near the fans. Let's suck that in. Unless you put their grids on them. I don't have to put freaking covers on them. That's still in. Alright, we'll figure a way around that. We might have to build it around it. Pretty sure to do it that way. Alright, let me see what we got. Where's the we unplugged it. Alright, that was a good idea. Just unplug that. I got new lights for my desk coming in. So how much of this? We're gonna be looping around all of this. Good. Let's see. That glass is going to come behind there. Fans have to come there. I'm going to have to literally build around the fans. I'm going to have to. That's the only way I'm going to do it. I don't want to disrupt the fans. I literally build everything literally around the freaking fans. Cloud system, all that has to be done around the fans. Alright, good to know. Fans will be here tomorrow. I can start working on that. And the cloud system. Cloud system is white. We all know that when you put it in a cloud, it's white. But thunderclouds have black in them. So, how do we do that? So, we have to be to color them. My buddy's bringing in an airbrush, because that's what he does. He's going to color my clouds. So we can get a little blackness and darkness in those clouds, because they're all white. Which doesn't make any sense. If you're going to have a thunder system going up, why are your clouds white? It's supposed to be dark. So we're going to be hooking that in there. Put a nice system in here. A cloudy system. Alright, well, okay. Guess we got an idea. And I do need to darken this out. Did I get more paint? I gotta paint that thing. Next, to tell you the truth, I gotta get ready to paint that thing. Do we have rollers for this? Don't have any rollers. I'm not going back out there. I swear I'm not going to go back out there. Done. I'll do it tomorrow. I gotta go pick up rollers because that one has to be painted all black before my stuff comes in here. Oh, man. Taco. My job, it never ends. It never ends. Well, at least we know at the end of the day the fan system to go around. If you have fans here, fans here, fans here. And then put the LED lights in all here. But I want 2 sets. To tell you the truth, I don't want to put just those in. I want another set for the lightning effect, and I want these. I gotta find that I bought way too many lights. Or they're too long. I'm gonna have to bring them from here, out here, bring them to the port through here, and bring them up to the back. It's gonna wrap this whole thing up in those lights. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go get on Amazon and order me another set of lights. I'll pick them up and have them over here. And I gotta get more glow paints because this is all supposed to be spilled out all over the place. I gotta put the vent systems up here, or I might put another set of fans up here. Fans here and fans there. That'd be pretty cool. All right, figure it all out. Wait, where are you going at? What do we do, Capo? What do we do? I don't know. Alright, I gotta do some rearranging. I can pick this where I need to put this at. I want to put this somewhere. And as for the desk, well, I'm going to paint the desk up. I'm going to use a couple of cereal bowls and some other cool stuff to build ourselves an interlactic glow-in-the-dark. It's going to be all glow paints. All of it's glow paint. The base of it's all done with our screen paint. We coat it with our screen paint first, and then basically put in the entire solar system all with glow-in-the-dark paints. So some straws and some bowls and stuff like that using to paint the surface. That's what we're going to use. Show you how to use straws to make stars. How do you do that, Mr. Bird? I want to show you how to do it. How to make stars, a Milky Way, just by using a straw. That's why I like to watch on TV. I like to watch people who take and make their own paintbrushes at the end of the day to do their artwork with. We did that with some tissue paper. Oh, that wrong. Right? Jeez. Alright, I gotta see if my kicks are here. Gotta go, people. Can't wait to get this thing done. This thing's gonna look absolutely amazing. Transparent screen. I have no idea what I'm sticking on the other side for a display. Haven't figured that out yet. A transparent screen we're gonna put here. Huh, I wonder. Can we cut those to fit in there? Now, the last thing I learned about when I did a how many of those we have? One. Two. This is one right here. I can take this one off. I'm definitely using it. Separate it. And it's not going to come up. It's this one. Come up and use this one. That's 1, 2. 2. too. The transparent, so no, that's true. That's a 15% right there. 15%. No, well, this thing cuts. Oh, it's cuttable. Does cut. Oh, these were the ones they used for transparency. I got these coming in. Okay, cool. Let me check something real quick. Bum, bum, bum. I'm back. These are the sneakers that I ordered. Wrong pair. These gotta go back. Because they're women's sneakers. Which I realized that when I looked down, I was like, wait a minute. They look weird. They're women. These are going back. A new ones are coming in tomorrow. So I got to call them up and get the other ones. Get my money back for those. Where's my freaking scissors at? Okay. Taco, taco, taco. Tackle, do your part. Away. You got stretch, but that is not the place to be stretching it right now, buddy boy. Get your furry butt out of the way. Get your furry butt out of the way. Give me your furry butt. You're good, Taco. Just gotta not be in my way. I'm gonna appreciate that. Out of my way. I need just have one of us a few minutes ago. We did it at that fast. Here we go. You determined to be in that spot, both spots. He's working at. He's determined to be in that spot. He's determined to be in that spot. Very determined to be in that spot, no matter what. Nice. Good. Where in the world is the pen? Oh, there's one here. Come on, let go. Go. Operate. Don't fight me. Perfect. Oh, get off of that. Let's see, anything. Now, for those people thinking that's the screen, it's not transparent, it's a backdrop. First screen that I have to put the design on. Where'd I just put my, let me see what I got here for my battery life. My battery's fully charged. There. Here, I forgot we're not doing it in the box anymore now. Right there. Glue gun. Oh yeah. Just had you 10 minutes ago. What was it? This has to be coated over again. Black technology. And the screens would fit perfectly to the sides of the boxes, but we put the bridge in, and that took away from some of the screen. Alright, now we're going to put those into those slots right there, coat the whole thing in black. We don't want the middle parts to buckle. That's why we're using the panels. If you paint that, they buckle a little bit. We don't want that. That'll throw everything off. We're going to put designs on the back, and they need the surface to be perfectly flat. So everything else can be painted. Alright, let's get it heat up. Alright, we need our glue, which I'm trying to figure exactly where is the glue. So the back part of these. And get an idea of what how this is going to look. Surface right here. Just like that. Perfect. Bam, all the way across. This is a flex system, much lighter. It means a magnetic system. I'll lock it all in. Alright, let me see. Glue, bird, glue. What did you do with all the glue? Oh, you got a whole set here. Okay, we'll get lift off. My sneakers are done. The bottom treads, not even there anymore. Thanks for all that walking. I'll have to buy some hikers. Some really good hikers. I'll jack my freaking sneakers up. I'll do freaking color. And you see, my day is always busy. Always busy. Yeah, I just thought about that. So I got the panels right here. Save some money, put those in, cut them, trim them. Those are the ones we like. That's the flex. The flexes can be cut. A pair of scissors. So I can size them up the size that I want, put them all in there, and the other ones are flexes too, on the outside. There's no weight to them whatsoever. Meow meow. So I'm facing Far Cry 3. Not Far Cry 3, Just Cause 3. I'm gonna blow up some stuff. It's one game I love the most. It's much game I was gonna blow up stuff on a regular basis. We got no reach to blow stuff up. Alright, Taco, that's your TV I knocked over by accident. Come on, back up. Come on, who's drawing over here? And you're being curious. Two don't go well. I'm being curious now. I gotta know. Your life. I gotta know. You'd be a great explorer, Taco. For the world, because you want to know. I explore because I want to know. Wrong place to be at, buddy boy. Find another place to park the carriers. Not fitting here. Chances are I should have marked these on which ones fit where. Alright. Let me a little trim. We dab it again. Should have did it. All these were fit the size, but I don't know which one goes through. I don't want to find out. I'll just cut it a little more. Seriously, Drew, can you not be a jerk 24/7? Can you learn not to be a jerk? Taco, you know what you did. Why do you do this? Like, seriously. Try not to be a jerk, man. You're not cool. I spend money for all this stuff here. You're not being a jerk. Seriously, I'm gonna start sticking your face in it like a dog. You're not gonna like that too much. Freaking lazy animal. Keep it up. I'm gonna get the motorized one here. You're not gonna like that thing. He's terrified of it. Lazy. Freaking lazy cat. How the freak you have all that litter there? Bought a new litter, brought new lining, got the fresheners over in the corner, everything in there. And this jerker refuses a battery now. He doesn't want a battery. He wants to use it, not battery. I'm gonna put his face in it. You're gonna definitely bury that mess. I'm gonna put an automatic in here. He's scared of those things. Figure it out which way, buddy. Barry? What's wrong with you? Barry, you're too lazy to lift up your paw. Now it's funny, he knows. If I stand over top of him and I say Barry, he barries. He knows. They're jerks. Definitely jerks. And he'll hear me calling them, and they'll go run and hide like a little kid. You gotta learn to vary, boy. Sit there and vacuum out that whole section. Put the fresher in there. Buy that multi. Put fresheners through here. Got the air cleaners running here. I'm into that aromatherapy. I like my air to smell nice and fresh. Nonsense at the end of the day, man. You gotta cut that nonsense out. It's like a dog. I'm gonna stick your face in. You're not gonna like it. They'll hide for the whole day. Because you know he did wrong. Get nonsense out. Your personal mate. Alright, like, now you gotta pick one of these. Like, fit in this. This one is fit. I'm a tap director. Alright, this one fits. But I make sure they fit nicely together. Alright, so I know that. Let's read that again on this one. It always does that when I'm really crazy busy, I'm trying to get something done. They'll do something like that. Stop being a jerk. Well, it's full of too many jerks. At the end of the day, we don't need more. Nobody needs no jerks. Ugh. I keep laughing about how George got in an argument with that guy. George and Sam's got in an argument with that guy about the freaking shrimp. But he was wolfing down that shrimp. He was wolfing it down one after the next. And the guy was like the ocean calls and running out of shrimp. And he had nothing to come back with. And he finally came up with a line. Something about something stupid stores out and they're running out of you. And he said, I don't know how they could. You're their best seller. I was like, oh man. But he was knocking back that shrimp. And you don't care anybody else wanted some of that. Who had shrimp at a freaking business meeting? Everything's gonna smell like seafood. I don't know. To each his own, but anyway. But I still like Seinfeld. That's my favorite. I love Seinfeld. I got some people that can't get into it, but I love Seinfeld. Always burning each other. Oh, yes, that's excellent. That is freaking excellent. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Man, they got this kid I watch on TikTok. That guy is gifted. Gifted. Lord bless that kid. Lord bless that kid. He plays music. Never had a lesson in his life with it. That church music, and he just gets into it. He's really, really good. Really, really good. Keep him away from the industry. Keep him in the church. He's good, man. He's good with that piano. You know. Using a little bit of glue on here. Or put them in just regular glue. These things go pretty fast. It's the same surface. The surface is transparent. See, these are transparent. But they were coated over something else. It's the same surface is where to make them out of. And these were coated to be black screens. This is going to have our coating on it. To make them transparent. So yes, we can ship these to you for free. They're easy to ship. This is the larger version of the Flex, or if you want, just lay it up against your PC or whatever, and boom, that's special effect. Barry. I got lazy. Alright, that's cool. When it's a different color, right? Yeah, that's a different coating of the screen paint we had. I forgot what that stuff was. It's something we're working on. Alright. That's the backdrop. That's done. I still got to paint all that in. Everything has to be painted in our black technology. So I'm using a, whatchamacallit for the background. I'm using the cinematic, the ultra black cinematic for the background. Coat everything so we're all on our black screen paint. Look at you! Learn to Barry, Joker. I'm not your personal maid. I look at your personal maid to you. Because what you do, Jason, feed me and everything. Yeah, that's what your father does for you. Okay. Yeah. Let's strip them out. Strip up in there. That should do. That's just fantastic. You put this somewhere where I'm not going to trip over this? Like there? Jeez, bro. Matthew McConaughey, I think that's his name. I'm just trying to figure out that guy's name was. Ugh, getting cowboy vibes. Ooh. Matthew McConaughey, I think his name is. Funny dude. Yeah, we had they didn't tell us what we couldn't do in here. I mean, other people throw holes in walls, but I ain't putting any holes in the wall. And my personal goal was to build this whole thing, or any screen put in here, without basically touching the walls at all. So that became a challenge by itself to me to do. Don't touch the walls. I was trying to figure out all different ways to do it. Panel system was the best way to do it. Cardboard panel system, best way to get it done. Yep. Now, people sit there saying at the end of the day, oh, you're poor. I've had more fixed frame screens than you've had. What are you talking about? I've had everything from 235.1s to freaking 1610. I've had 150 inches, 135 inches. I had more fixed frame screens than you got edgeless. I had them all. And I got to a point I got tired of basically buying them. I started building them. How many screens have you built? None at all, period. And yeah, whatever. But the difference is whatever I put it together is, hold on, I'm get this up here real nice. Whatever I put together, it can be whatever. It could be a trash bag at the end of the day. If it's coated with my technology, I beat your problem. And I think we can still have a trash bag on it. I got four. And a blanket, and a bed sheet, and all that already. You know, it's here, this, already. Bed sheet already. Sat there one day laying on the bed, I was like, wait a minute. I'm sitting there spending like freaking $80. $80 for blackout cloth that was on a roll. And because it wasn't on a roll, almost like $150. And I'm laying on this bed sheet, I was like, I'm turning a bed sheet into a projection screen. And that's what I did. Went over to Walmart, got a $7 bed sheet, stapled it to a frame, painted with our technology, turned into a freaking bed, turned into a projection screen. But not only that, I had certifieds on me, so I put it against a certified screen. Of course the paint piece is certified at the end of the day. So that's where I started making screens out of basically bed sheets. Then later on they came up and tried to do the same thing. It's always we do it first, and then they come and go, we can do it too. Well, why didn't you do it first? Well, we're the ones going to be able to do it first. Alright, I guess that's sunlight matching better stuff they don't do. They don't go near the big stuff they don't go near. Anything involving projector mapping, anything with the floor, ceiling, big giant screens outside, window technology, transfer, they don't touch any of that stuff. They just talk about how it's not done right. And they always try to do something on a much higher level, try to make it seem like they're professionals. Like painting the screen with a paint sprayer, with a compressor and a hose. Then you know how much of a nightmare to clean those things out? You gotta flush that hose. If not, you got any paint that gets there, can cause cross contamination. That's a freaking headache. Just get a wagger be done with it. Literally. You're going to make it complicated if you have to have this paint sprayer. Literally, you want embarrassment? I could paint my screen with a freaking sock and still beat the screen. Literally with a sock. It has nothing to do with the paint on what machine you use at the end of the day. It's the technology of the product itself that makes the difference. We go all out and get this high-end paint spray. You know what that tells customers at the end of the day? I got to use that machine in order to get the image. You know, it's a headache to get all that equipment at the end of the day. Only time you use a machine like that, unless you're painting something really. I don't even need that. I didn't even use that. I rolled in my 250. I rolled it in. I didn't spray it in. I like to roll in better. I like rolling better than spraying. That's what I like to do. Certain screens we have to spray. Acoustics have to be sprayed. They can't be rolled in. Transparent technology has to be sprayed in. Can't roll that in. You'll damage the screen. That's why when somebody was sitting on their channel saying, "Oh, you roll it in," like, no, you can't do that. You damage the screen. What's wrong with you? Any company you see, even Cool Screen, putting in a freaking rear projection screen, they never roll those things. You damage the screen. Don't make contact with that thing. It ain't gonna work. That's another thing he didn't know what he was doing. He made that statement. It won't work. Have all kinds of marks and imperfections popping up on the other side. The other one tried to make a black paint like us. He painted on this little tiny surface and hit it with a projector, and you could clearly see little black marks pushing through the other side. I think we have it in the archives. We try to make invisible technology. You don't know what he's doing. Little black paint spots all over the screen. You're supposed to show a white level. That's called clean transfer. Show a solid white screen. Can't be any imperfections or dots, nothing. Just be clean right through. That's how that one works. And then looking at the specification sheet explaining the visible technology, there's nothing there. It's just go, oh, it's invisible. What type of projectors are we using for this invisible screen? What's the color of the invisible screen? What's the difference between the dark version and the light version? What different types of projectors do each one of them use? What's the viewing angle on these screens? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Not a thing. Nothing at all. See? You guys over here. Not a thing. Nothing at all. Okay, let me do something here. We're having fun doing weird stuff. Whatever. Having fun. He's having too much fun over there. What's he doing? He's having too much fun. I don't like Mr. Bird. He has too much fun on his channel. How dare he? How dare he have too much fun on his channel? How dare he? How dare he? I'm upset with Mr. Bird because he has too much fun on his channel. Therefore, we get punished. I'm going to punish you by going in and writing long letters that he'll never read because he's too busy and he works all the time. And then we're going to come to his YouTube channel and we're going to make comments. And make those comments, and therefore, this will basically embarrass him. You know, big gracious kids at the end of the day. I deal with companies half the time. I freak out care about your little comments. Going basically going to embarrass him. That's what we're going to do. We gotta get him to quit and give up at the end of the day. Look, you ain't got nothing to show me at the end of the day, and that's all you have. I've been hearing comments from trolls for years. It's nothing new. Nothing new. It's the same old crap every time. No one shows me nothing. No one builds, designs, makes nothing, challenges me, nothing. Real deal. I want real deal. The real deal. Someone developed a real deal product. Something you took you years of testing. Real products. Not no cutting corners. I can see through all that bull crap. You know that, right? Every time y'all do them dumb demonstrations, I see all your flaws. Every single one of them. It's like a person who does plastic surgery for people's bodies. They can see all the imperfections and flaws, which are good in my eyes to have in your body. But these guys make some trashy products. I mean, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking for key feature words that you should be explaining things. Videos should be longer. Where's the rest of your freaking test when I go to your YouTube channel? You've got to be kidding me coming at me with this cartoon paint. Literally. All Jamie stuff is good for its priming. That's all it's good for. I use it a couple times for priming stuff. It's house paint. Nothing special about it. Nothing special at all, darling. There's nothing special about it. Not anything at all, period. You gotta show me something. That's what I find impressive. And then I find it interesting that You're good, man. You're good. Gotta get this cord out of here. I find it interesting. It's funny. It's funny to me. But they got Danny Rogers. Danny Rogers was supposed to be taking out my products. He came on YouTube with some philosophy bull crap, and then they're posting sites and make people laugh at that stuff. And trying to make them sound like trying to be intimidating to me. Please, man, I do a company at the end of the day. You have nothing for me at all, period. I told you that when I sent you the email. I said you have nothing for me. I will embarrass you on YouTube. What happened? Where you at? There you go, off YouTube. Yeah, I embarrassed the daylights out, man. Give me back my money. That's embarrassing. You gotta give back every red cent back to my account. And then try to hold the money, lost the PayPal claim on top of that. Gee whiz Louise. He even gave back a $20 sample. You know how bad it is when you gotta pay PayPal back a transfer fee on a $20 sample? Yeah, he got embarrassed. He did too much. Man. Be careful what you say. He said about slapping with a lawsuit, that was slapping with a $100 million lawsuit for using my face without permission. So you gotta be careful about saying things. Come back and get some bites in the face. But anyway, yeah, they got together, a little group, the Rat Pack got together, and they decided to go to Danny Rogers to try to take out my products with this Series C that could not turn black for its life. It couldn't turn black. And the screen turned up gray every single time. It was a horrible product. Absolutely horrible product. And I've seen some of the customers of the goopity go absolutely messed their screens up. Spotted, half even, uneven. Oh, I don't know what he was doing mixing that stuff. But anyway, that nonsense altogether. But they figured they'd get together, and then they got this bright idea that we'll charge $60 for our product, and people will buy it from us, and they won't buy it from me. Do you have any idea how long I've been around? Gentlemen, I could branch off on YouTube and get a oh, I already did that. Get a contract. I already did that one already. So, yeah, our technology can back up anywhere we go. We'll always be more than you at the end of the day. Always. And you went through all that. Danny contacted me a couple times on putting you out of business, and Jamie came contact. I'm like, yeah, we got Danny. He knows. I developed the black technology that you're trying to make. Idiots. I'm the inventor of it. Idiots. I was making that product before he ever existed or you existed on YouTube. Idiots. Gah, yeah, right. I've had beta testers under that technology. Oh, I'm going to put my beta testers. Show you my beta testers on the digital 4K crystal onyx. They're dated. That means it was around before you guys existed. Anyway, so you're going to show me, the guy who created black technology, how to make black technology. How did that turn out so far? Not too well, right? There we go. There we go. Yippee-ki-yay. Moving on. I find it so hilarious. So freaking hilarious. But they tried. They did try. What's going on your side at the end of the day? Why is your fire stick reloaded? Alright, that's right. I'm going to show him how it's done. Show you off, Mikey. You'll definitely show me how it's done. Yeah. I'll show him how it's done, yeah. Hey, Bugsy, come here. I'm going to show him how it's done. Yeah. Alright, where's the freaking port for that thing go at? I know I got it right here somewhere. It's got to come to something. This is mini. Where is the actual HDMI port? HDMI port really escaped my area. Okay. What's that for? It's like here. I'm going to show you how it's done. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to make the product, Shay. I'm showing you. Yeah. Talking like this from the 1920s. Yeah. Put your hands up, Shay. Okay, short. Show me at the end of the day how to make black technology. Okay. Let me see. What a freak is that cable? Why do we constantly use the HDMI cables in here? Like we literally use them. I lost them the last time. Could not find these suckers for nothing. Ugh. Oh, no, I forgot. Don't get to the back yet. Projector. Shay. On the Shay. Hello, Shay. Gotta figure out how to show him how to make it done. How it's done. He didn't understand, Shay. Yeah. Okie doke. Where the freak is the... Oh, HMI is there. It's back there. We just had it a few minutes ago. There. Got to connect to there. That's what. It's connected. All right. Alright, that's done. Okay, let me see. Keep that like that. What's going on right there? PayPal account. Whether is that already done? Let's see. Go. Welcome to the future. Voila. Okay, this is fine here. Let's get this one cleaned up. Get this out in the trash. One there. What's the bag? See, people, I may talk my talk onto my channel. I may do this, that, and the other, but one thing I do, I back my product out 100%. Every single time. Every time. The new technology is going to be interesting. It's not that, it's something else we have to develop, but I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. But anyway, we back our stuff up. So, people saying, oh, he doesn't take anything seriously. Yeah, you check out my video demonstrations. Also go to my other websites. I have two websites. One under the IOEG Technology Screens Info, which we're going to be broadcasting that site a lot. I'm already doing some work in there. And that shows you all the how-to unboxings and but everything we built and designed is being loaded onto that website. It also too has one of the biggest grids when it comes to outdoor demonstrations on just about everything you could possibly think of. So yeah, we get the job done. But also too, we can come out here and have fun. When others can't do that because they're too worried about their stuff failing. That's what they worry about. Get off of me. How dare you hook my chair? How dare you? See, you can't do that because you don't have that technology. We can. Anything operates with a halo system in there. So I'm going to be first transparent clear 235.1 setup. This should give you an idea of what I see in my head. Before I put all this together, put the screens up here, just give you an idea. And again, my projector is $16.25, which is a 600 by 800 720p SVGA projector. It doesn't even have an HDMI port on the back of it. It can make it do that. But the new Surface we have coming in, these are the heavier ones. The new ones are flexes. They're much more lightweight. And they're sold in packs of 4s, which makes it easy. You can have the whole setup. Massive 235.1 setup. When I do the one. Right. Alright, here's special comes on now. Let's see. What you on to? YouTube. You set up right there. Now this is going to the charger. Where's the charger over here? Onto the charger from there. Stuff. Check out my other screen tomorrow. That one built out of the way. As you know, it's come in. Coat the whole thing in black. Got the Surface coming in, should be here roughly, hopefully before Friday. Get those put in. Gotta go to my buddy's workshop, which again, we don't show that off. And we're going over there and coat the screens in using his paint sprayer system. Cool. Didn't we just call YouTube a few minutes ago? What the frick is going on with YouTube? Come on, get together. Got stuff to do. What am I talking about? Alexis, YouTube. There we go. Hop in there. Use his cartoons on. see. Mr. Bean, the cartoon. Mr. Bean, a jerk. Thank you. My goodness. Right, that's awesome. Let's do. I gotta clean that out and rearrange that. That's trash. Get rid of that. This is good. Send back. This has got to go back. Frame done. Oh, gaming on this is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Do some gaming on this. So that one is almost done, and then we're going to expand this one and make it a little higher so I can basically have that projector running off of there when they're proper, which means I got to go order me another adapter too. And again, for the fellow asked about the power supply, I have it to you in a few minutes. I just had a lot of running around to do today. It's been a real busy day today. Very busy day. Just trying to get things back to normal in here because there's just stuff literally everywhere in here. What's going on with this? Saw that movie. It's good. Fantastic. Let me see. Black background, koi fish. No, wrong one. I don't know if it's the name right. Black background, beta fish. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go on eBay, get myself a ViewSonic projector. Like, it doesn't really make a difference. Most likely it's going to be HDMI, because usually those particular models do. I'm going to get a 235.1 setup for that one. So, we get this for pretty cheap. And we're getting a short throw model, because that's what we need for here. The distance here is shorter here than this one over there. So to fill the whole screen out, I actually did the calculations. We can fill the whole thing out with no problem. But the distance throw right here. I want to say short throw. Short throw, not gonna go. Alright, let me see. All that's done, all that's cleaned up. This is all going out in the trash. All in the trash. Look at the bag up here going in the trash. Oh. Working on this desk next. This stuff right here. Projector right here. My glasses should be over here. Change. The next section is I have to cut out the panels for this. We already got one set of panels here. I got to cut out the panels for this and here. So that side piece needs a panel, top part needs a panel. This will be done. So that's all going to be paneled out, along with the giant desk. Make the desk like a solar system, which will be fun because they're going to do some painting. I got to drop from this down to the desk so it doesn't move around too much. And then we're going to put a trace system through the entire desk. And then once that's done, I'm going to put the lights I have wrapped around here. I'm going to change them over to there and wrap them all around here. So we're going to have that looking pretty cool. I want to be the talk and I want my desk to be the flash when I talk. Also, we can turn this into a giant fish tank, whatever we want. That's the fun thing about our technology. We can always be outside the box. So now I'm going to have first, transparent, 235.1. I can pretty much eat roughly 24,000, including the 6,000 Halo system, which probably is going to be bigger than that because we need something to wrap the entire case. So I'm going to have to get one much longer than that. Papa, why are you going to my mind? I'm thinking every time. I want to put a bridge in there. That's anyway now. Peachy. Time to go back now. Third. Yeah, it's not hard to fix. Let me see. Where is it? Do we have any glue? Definitely have it. Alright, definitely out of is got enough from the canner, just a little bit. Anyways. I need one glue stick. Alright. This will do it for this time, Dan. It'll work. Barely it'll work. I don't know what happened to bring stuff in here. I never found myself ever bringing it in here. I don't know what I need to do. Come back in. Where do we put those things? I didn't look at when they came in. How do we use these things? Those are came in handy. Definitely came in handy. Let's see. That's how to do it. We'll point it up. A knife. If I find anything in this drawer, I have no idea. Ooh, giant big fish. Come on, big guy. Giddy up. Got stuff to do. While I'm doing that, let me get this down over here. Testing. There. Clear tape would not be up until extension cord. You know how that works. that better, much better than my friend. Definitely, so we can force that. Definitely something. Oh, that's just fantastic. One right there. Every section be finished. Sometimes you can't be done with it. That definitely works. And lights and computer parts. Going on here. Show going over there. Some more. And this can go in the trash. This reference is not over here. So. Back. This. So organized, clean. Oh, please, please. Thank you. Alright, we're going to put the projector up later on. Bible. All that down. What's that? Is it trash? It's definitely trash. Oh, please. There's a bundle. Wow, you just go off the table out of nowhere. Just gotta finish cleaning up. Alright, put you in your spot. You can do that. Trash. Organized, that's got to go back. Laying on the floor. Actually, no, it's just trash. So that is that. Okay. I want to send a letter up to Mr. Williams' building with some of the literature you sent over. Doesn't make a difference, then they were suing them, so I don't care. But anyway, just so we can show the courts that we did inform them, not only did we inform them with multiple emails that we sent to their accounts, but we did send a letter up. And I'll explain the letter. They were filing a class action lawsuit against all managers that were involved, and also too against the building and owners. And also let them know that now FBI is involved, the United States Postal Service, Federal Enforcement, they're involved in it, and Allentown Police, which I'll send over the DC numbers for them. So get ready, we're coming to see you. I'll let you know the parties that will be involved. Me, my sister, and the funeral home. So I warned you and I told you from the door to get that mess under control. You did nothing about it. So now you're going to lose your job. Good luck in life. With the amount of evidence we have right now, literally FBI is have to get involved in this. So yeah, they should have got that joker out of that building. They didn't Can't do anything about it. Good luck with the lawsuit. Stupid cheating pattern. Mind, the picture that the police took to scan into the system is Mr. Williams in his underwear, which is now a part of the Allentown Police Department in the report. And right now, when they reach out to Baltimore, they'll have that report also too. And I have the DC number. As a matter of fact, I got to contact them tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day. What's today? I work 20 hours. What is today? Is it today Friday? It's Wednesday. Okay, good. I'll reach out to Baltimore and I'll give the DC number. And I have to get the DC number from the law enforcement for the post office for that nonsense. Because I was told by their captain, what the captain told him when he came out, when he was asking about the situation. He said, yes, definitely post office. Definitely they're charging him at the end of the day. Not the post office will be charging him soon. The police have put a charge against him. That's how we got the DC number. So they told Revised that once we get the DC number from them, contact the post office, the law enforcement officers over there, and give them the DC number so they can confirm back. I told you, right across the street, idiot. So they're all connected together. So yeah, that's going to be a short reach. FBI is on the other side. So good luck with all that. You're going to jail. Right there. And I'm suing your building. It's interesting how we told them this nonsense was going on. And they ignored it. And right after they ignored it, he decided to go and use someone else's address. Because he figured at the end of the day, if I use someone else's address, it's not going to get back to me. Oh, how dumb can you be? Of course we know it's you. We know what you look like, idiot. And then you're going to send half-naked pictures to the post office? Mr. Williams, let me explain something to you. Anytime you buy any form of adult content, it's always brown wrapped. You know why? Because if they send something out like that, if a child sees it or anybody else sees it and they find it offensive, they can be sued for this. It has to be covered. It's against the law for any company, any adult company, to send anything out that's uncovered. And you sent a postcard with your half-naked body on it. And you sent it to people at the end of the day that didn't ask for it. You didn't have their consent. So this is considered to be a sexual assault. So yeah, it's very big. That's why they scanned that one picture. And the first thing the guy came out and said, you're unstable, there's something wrong with you. You can see in the picture there's something wrong with them. So good luck with that 302. That jerker, well, he ain't getting out anyway. The time he's going to serve right now, he's looking at 50 years. He can get more than that. Because again, there's 3 people hitting him. Whew! Man, I'm pay me enough money to be in your shoes right now. Can't pay me enough money to be in your shoes. So, this is my advice to you. Enjoy your life while you can. Because pretty soon, you're not going to have it anymore. You're going to be property of the state. For the rest of your life, literally. You're property and property of the state for the rest of his life. And I sat there, the last thing I said to the manager when I signed off, I said, you know you're responsible for this. And he said, yeah, we know. Good. Because I got your job. I'm definitely taking your job. And I'm definitely suing you. The manager at the end of the day that we sent all that mail to, good luck on the lawsuit, because we're going to hit the daylights out of you. Because you could have stopped that nonsense, you didn't do anything about it. We know darn well you ain't going to have the money to pay us, but sure enough, they're going to put you in enough debt. Take everything you got. Yeah, you have to do dumb stuff. You know, you sit there and warn people. I sat there on the camera and said, hopefully we don't have to sue them. Now look at them, we got to sue them. Whew. Get all this wrapped up and get it done. Privately owned building? They would have been better off just fixing this mess. Now we're going to take them to court. It's going to go on public record. The building is unfit. Because they allow people that are unstable. This guy gets a 302 on top of that. Finally, he's not basically fit to be in that building or around other people. And you got that joker in there around other tenants that were in there and did nothing about it. We warned you. Even the police could see that he has psychotic issues. Even worse, that black paint he was making on his wall, that stuff was trash to begin with. But to make it even more interesting, imagine if you guys gave him your address. Yeah, good luck on that one. Yeah, there you go. There you go. He's been stalking you and all kinds of weird stuff at the end of the day. Yep. Just imagine. So. But again, people don't read through stuff. You mean tell me you didn't read through that YouTube account and see that nonsense he had going on in there? Jeez, and on top of that, oh, the identity theft part. That involves FBI too. That's a good 7 years right there by itself. You're going to have to prove you're a preacher, Mr. Williams. It looks bad. You have half naked pictures going around of yourself, and you're claiming to be a preacher. How does that work? And you're trying to take donations from people. Yeah, that's identity theft, buddy. That's a 7-year prison sentence. So roughly between the mail post office, that's 20, 30 years. Cyber crimes, because you commit cyber crimes, that's another 20 years. Fraud, basically claiming to be something that you're not, identity theft, 7 years. And then you got my people that are filing against you, additional more time. Then you got freaking the funeral home, which you use their address, additional more time. Yep, can you say life sentence? I can. And you're already what, 51 years old? Yeah, you can get life sentence. Life sentence for doing something stupid. Literally. Could have got himself out of that situation without doing something. Literally let the devil. For a man that's supposed to be a man of God, you didn't listen to anything that the Lord was trying to tell you, did you? You didn't listen to anything. You let the devil fill his heart with making him think that you're the big bad guy, you're doing all this damage. You're causing all these problems for me. He made you believe all that. Now, Mr. Williams, I have your life in your hand over there. Well, you're pretty much over and done with. It's already been reported. You're in the system already. So, tomorrow, I contact Baltimore police. I'm going to give them the phone number to the Allentown police so they can connect with them. And Allentown will be able to connect with them also. I'm going to give them the DC number. Then we'll reach out to the post office and sit down with them because we got a lot of mail to show them from you. Mind your fingerprints on the inside of these mail too. And we got your voice recording, got what you look like, the whole 9 yards. So, sit down with them, let them sort through that mess at the end of the day because they're going to scan and start their own investigation because all that's postal fraud right there. Then FBI is going to get involved because we got to go over there too because now we got the identity theft and it's post office mail fraud and it's a whole lot of mess. So, yeah. Whew. It is over, it is over. It's over, man. I'm telling you, I'm done. And the other one, well, God knows what's going to show up for this one pretty soon. Because the questions they asked us in the day weren't normal questions. Those are questions where you come to get something. Those are the kind of questions they're asking. How many people are in the unit? If there's dogs in front of the unit? Stuff like that. That's questions when people are going to go get. But, did I lie about anything, Fernando? I didn't lie about anything. You did. You attacked my company. You spread vicious rumors about my business. You attacked my family and friends, right? Remember, you did all that, right? So you committed crimes in the United States soil. And you're undocumented. So, the people we contacted are the proper people for it. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother following anything. And we're never going to see you again. We're gone. And I'm going to put me paying for court costs. We're never going to see you again. They have more jurisdiction than the police. So, nope. Never going to see you again. And nobody else in YouTube is going to see you again. Mm-mm-mm. Expect kids to act this way. Teenagers to act this way. Not grown men should know better. Keep going. Hey, here and now. You don't know how much time you got. You really don't. When I was going out there getting in trouble, I had no idea how much time I had between here and now. I didn't even know I was being hunted at one point. I was being hunted. There was an investigation going on about me. I didn't even know about it. There was one going on. Sure, they found me. So between that timeline, between here and there, I was a free man. I'm just telling you from experience. What little time you have is extremely precious, and I'll tell you why. Because you'll never hear see it again. Not for a very long time you won't see it again. The very things you did every single day you took for granted, you will never see it again. In your case, not for, not forever. Depends on what the Lord has planned, I can't say. All I can just say about your charges and what you're seeing, and the time you're going to get, it's past your lifespan. You'll never live long enough to be to jump that wall. You know, it's like describing like having a really tall wall. Some people hop it, and some people can't. Some people will stay behind that wall until the only way out is death. My wall was very high. Very, very high. And the situation I was in, the only way out was death. Some people had shorter walls, easier to jump over. But someone kept coming back over the wall. Like, what the freak is wrong with you? You just had a few minutes ago. Yeah. Anyway, that's stuff like that. That's a great way to explain prison. Yep, short walls and tall walls. Some people climb the walls and don't come back. They learn their lesson. You'll never see them again, ever again. Change your feet to like this change. Fortunately, me, gentlemen, I had a tall wall, extremely tall wall. 40 to 80 years? Yeah, it's a tall wall. Extremely tall wall. Only way I was getting out of is death. So, you got tall walls. So, consider that everything you do now, you're going to have to enjoy it as much as you possibly can. Because there will be a time, and it's going to come soon, that you're going to be sitting in a place that you don't want to be at. You're going to remember those little things that make you miss home the most. Unfortunately, Jim, you'll have to go through this. You know why it took me so long to do this? I went through the system myself. I would never wish it on my worst enemy. It's not a place you want to be at all, period. That's why it took me so long. The judge asked me, Mr. Burr, why are you dragging your feet so long taking care of this? Well, I went through the system. I've been through the system. I see what it's like. It's not a good place to be at. And I agree with you 100%. Unless I try to give these people options. I can show YouTube videos where I told you guys to back it down, go in a different direction, and you just kept coming at me. So it is what it is. So I'm just telling you from personal experience that enjoy the time you have, because you're going to face this bridge. Sooner or later, you're going to face the bridge. So, those little bit of things right there, having a hot meal and being able to eat what you want and sit outside on the step and watch the sunrise and walk through the grass and touch trees, even touch trees. We talked about touching trees when I was locked up. If the sun hits your skin, we can do that outside in the yard, but you know, watch it back. But anyway, so like I said, yeah, those simple things in life, those very, very simple things, that's what you're going to miss the most. That's what you're going to remember the most. One day I had the freedom to just walk over and touch a tree. I showed this video with this guy who was behind bars for about 20 years behind bars. And he documented the things he did when he got out. You want to get some food, some real food? That's most people do. They go get real food. I got McDonald's. I love McDonald's. I miss McDonald's so much. Just McDonald's was good at one point. But yeah, I miss McDonald's. All I wanted was ask me what I want. I wanted a hamburger. I wanted a cheeseburger. I wanted fries. I wanted an apple pie. And I wanted a vanilla milkshake with orange soda. That's what I eat. That's what I wanted. Some people go out to get something to eat. Hamburgers, favorite cheesesteak spot. They'll go there and get that, whatever, something they haven't had in a long while. One guy, when he got out, he basically, it was raining. He walked out in the rain. He said, you know how long it's been since I've actually walked in the rain. Stuff like that you miss. That's how precious those things are. That's why when it rains outside, I don't run through it. I walk through it. I take my time and I enjoy it. But I didn't have it at one point. Something as simple as the rain can bring me so much happiness. You to go outside on the front porch and look at the moon. Freedom. It's more valuable than anything on this planet. You gentlemen gave it up for paint. For technology, we don't even engineer anymore. Yep. And I'm going to do something that you want me to do. I'm going to the store and go pick me up a bag of potato chips. I want right now. And that's one of the things I miss. Being able to go out and buy what the freak I want, do what I want, and go here, go there, not being told when I go to the bathroom, and especially not going to the bathroom in front of a dude. Yep, that's true. Worth more than anything in the world. That's how we got. How much potato chips? Woo! People are going to be online too to do some gaming. I know they're going to be online for some gaming too. Alright, areas are all cleaned up. Everything's organized. Everything's put up. Got the trash out. Get that out of here. Got that screen done. So I got some accomplishments on the day. Got orders out the door. Got that screen all ready to go. All I got to do is coat it black, which I'm probably going to start on that tonight. With that coated on the frames. So when I come in tomorrow, I got less to do. Extend that frame over there. That has to be done. Then I gotta make these phone calls, which again, gentlemen, I gotta do. I ain't got a choice here. They didn't give me a choice. Get that out of the way, and then I have to go talk to some people, recap with the people at the advertising team. Got some of a bunch of information to show how to advertise my product. So that black technology right there, that screen paint, that's going to be part of that advertising. One of the screens I showed off to turn anything into a projection screen. I'm going to have professional advertising commercials for that technology. Yep. And the invisible technology, of course. So I have to give them a detailed specification sheet on everything and so forth and that and the other. Agency's really not that far. I can go right up there anytime I want to. I'll check them out. But I do want them to come down to the office and see stuff we got going on down here. But I want to get this thing finished before we do that. That thing is going to be gorgeous on the inside. What I got planned for the inside of that's going to be nice. I am going to build me a smaller one with that, the Japanese town. I'm definitely going to do one for myself. A little pink neon in there, something pretty. All right. Got my whole thing over here. Oh, I can work my PC from here too, might as well. 235, we set 2 projectors in here. All right, people, that's basically about it. And it's sad it had to come down to this. It really is. It's life. We should have listened and went in a different direction. What do you do? Gentlemen, if it took me this long, you kept doing so much dumb stuff, you kept refreshing the statute of limitations and all that. But if it took me this long to get to this road at the end of the day, that goes to tell you how bad a place that is. And the sad thing about it is you listen to Satan, and Satan told you at the end of the day you weren't going to get caught, right? He told you that. You weren't going to get caught, and you were going to be to get away with this. He told you that, right? Yeah, he told me the same thing. Yep, I got caught. How do you get away with Jack? Well, how do you get away with Jack? Got caught and got busted. Better you pay for it here than pay for it there. That's the way I see it. I'm going to trim this up a little bit on its side. Definitely going to trim this. It's too far over so I keep bumping into that. Definitely trim it up. Alright, I gotta go. I got things to do. Look at Taco over there looking all cute, extra cute. Why are you so extra cute? I don't even know why. Gotta go.